I just realized I never gave y'all a part 2 of what I wish I knew before going to get my master's degree. And I'm using my head to block out the reflection in the mirror because my ring light is like, it's gonna leave a glare. So yeah, that's why I'm looking kind of awkward. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Shan. And if you are returning to my channel, welcome back. So y'all remember in that last video, which I'll link in the cards above, I said there was no quizzes. Yeah, I spoke too soon because as soon as my second year started, I got a professor who wanted to start giving fucking tests. And these weren't regular tests. These were like, you had to write paragraph form style answers to this test. There was no multiple choice. And that particular professor, he had went to law school before. And this class was like some policy class. So he had us look up statutes and laws and shit for this test. And I'm like, this ain't law school. I came to social work for a reason. Yeah, so did have quizzes. I did have another class. I think it was more of a therapeutic process based class. And he actually gave us a sample of what the state board test would be like. Because obviously, if you watched my fall vlog, I had to get licensed in 2 states. But the state I was going to school in, they took away the testing. So he just wanted us to see what the test taking process would be like. The next thing I wish I knew was that you don't have to be Einstein in order to be successful in grad school. When I first entered, I thought I had to be like the best of the best. Like I had to be the top of my class type shit. No. All you need is a willingness to learn and grow and develop professionally and be comfortable with knowing that you don't know everything, and just being a good problem solver and knowing that if you don't know the answer, you know where you can get the answer. I got humbled real quick after grad school with that because, once you graduate, you just think you the shit basically. And it's like, oh, can't nobody touch me. I was on top of the world after grad school, and then as soon as I got my first job, I realized that was just a formality. Okay, you still got a whole long way to go. It's levels to this shit. So yeah, don't be worried if you're not good at like writing or certain aspects of your master's degree program at the time of entering, because you will learn, you will grow, and you will become better. So yeah. But you can't be a complete dumbass either. I did have people in my cohort where it was like, how the hell did you even make it this far? And a couple of those people didn't graduate. So yeah. The third thing I wish I knew: you're gonna have a wide range of emotions, and that's perfectly normal. That's perfectly fine. I like to say I had like a mental breakdown at least once a semester while in grad school. I think everybody else in my cohort did too. You get to a point where it becomes a lot. Schoolwork, and then you have internships, and then you're trying to balance having a social life or just maintain family life while doing those things too. And it just gets to be a lot, and it's overwhelming. Your mind, your body just shuts the hell down. It's like, look, bitch, either you gonna calm down, I'm gonna calm down for you. Try to implement those self-care practices. Also, while you're going through it, just let your professors know. I would send them an email like, hey, I know this assignment's due this week, but can you give me like a grace period because I'm going through something? My mental health's not it. Or, if I knew I couldn't make it to class, like, hey, my head's not in the right place. Can you accommodate, and can I remote in? Like, I can't physically be there, but can I, zoom in on my laptop so I can still kind of be present and participate? So yeah, just talk to your professors about it. Talk to your cohort, I have people who will help me out and share their notes with me. Let me know what happened in class if I couldn't make it, or just have my back like, hey, like, you're not going through this alone. It's a shit show. So yeah, rely on your professors and your classmates as much as possible. The fourth thing I wish I knew. It goes by so fast. When I tell y'all, those 2 years of grad school struck like lightning. Like that first semester felt like it was taking forever, but by the time I got to the last semester, I was like, I'm about to graduate. My God, I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, it goes by really quick because you're doing so much in such a little time frame. So enjoy it while you're in it, because once it's done, you're gonna be like, what did I do the past 2 years, 3 years? Maybe 4 years. Some people in advanced standing, hell, even 1 year. I don't even see how they do it, because they gotta fit like 2 years worth of classes into 1 year. Hell no. Hell to the no. The fifth and final thing I wish I knew before going to grad school. I wish I would have did more research on schools and programs to go to or go into. So I knew I wanted to go to a university in Chicago because, I don't know, I just love Chicago. I knew I wanted to be in Northern Illinois. I decided to move over because that glare was just getting ridiculous. So you hear some amazing things about Chicago, or you hear some not so amazing things about Chicago, but I knew I wanted to be there. I knew I wanted to spend my graduate school time in Chicago. So I don't regret that. But I was limited in the social work programs, or like the concentrations I can go into. So I went into children and families, which is not the population I work with. Well, it is now. So that did really help. I mean, it gave me great insight just in case I ever did want to work with like child protective services or work at a children's hospital as far as medical social work goes. But I mean, the family part helps because regardless, you're going to be working with families no matter what population you work with. But yeah, I wish I would have chose a school that maybe had a medical social work concentration, which I don't think any have. Yeah, just something with a wide range of concentration options. So yeah, that would be my advice to anybody going and getting your master's degree. Pick a school that has options when it comes to concentrations, because you don't want to pigeonhole yourself. Even though it hasn't limited me in the jobs that I can have, I do feel like it kind of stifled my learning a little bit because I was focused on children, whereas I mostly work with adults and older adults. So that's all the things I wish I knew before going to grad school. Let me know down in the comments what you wish you knew before going, or if your thoughts about going to grad school. And yeah, I will see y'all next time.